fellow creators, welcome back to another Touch-Up Tuesday where we create memories. Today we're going to be reusing materials to make your own art with inserts in picture frames. So whenever you buy frames for your photos or your albums that you want to create, or your art, whatever you're buying the frames for, usually they come with a insert of matte or sample pictures that are just basically filling the frame until you use them. Or the mattes are used for resizing basically your image. So if it's 16 by 20 frame, sometimes the matte can fill in the extra space if your image isn't as big as the frame, etc. So we're going to be reusing those types of materials as I didn't need them in my actual frames and thought we could still use them in our spaces. They are professional pictures that were taken, so might as well use them in our own spaces. So make sure to stick around to see how I use it in two different ways, one with a matting and one with basically cutting it out and putting it onto another paper with a background. So we're going to see the two different turnouts that we can create. So without further ado, let's get into the materials that you need. The materials that you'll need for this decor item will be the matting rectangle that came in your previous picture frame, the images that you will be using to create your decor items, your watercolor paper, depending on the size of your insert sample pictures and how big you're actually going to be cutting will depend on the size of your watercolor paper, black or acrylic paint, gold paint, your paintbrushes. I'm going to be using mainly the bigger ones, your palette, water bucket, and some of the extra items will be a cutting mat, Exacto knife, and a metal ruler. Again, if you don't have an Exacto knife, scissors are fine as well. They're just harder to make those precise cuts. Any additional items that I might forget and I use later, I will leave them down in the description so that you can check that out as well. That being said, let's get into the creative part of the painting. So the first item I'm going to be making is fairly simple. I'm just going to take the picture that was in the frame and take a matte piece. And I'm going to be gluing this to the back of it so that it will present itself like so. The only thing that I want to change is, right now the mat is white. I would like to change it black, so I'm going to paint it and then let it dry, and then I'll glue it, and then that will be the first image that we'll be redoing or recreating. one is drying. We're gonna move on to the second decor piece. This image is like the city. I don't know why I vision it at night, but that's kind of what I'm gonna go for this transformation, if you will, of the image. I'm going to be cutting out the buildings and using that portion for two reasons. One, to add a little more interest in the background, but also two, because this guy is here and I don't want him in the image. Okay, so we're back with piece one, and we're a little bit over, and we glue this bad boy on the glue that I'm using is called Elmhurst Rubber Cement, and basically it will dry clear if any of it gets outside. Lightly go over the picture. So we're going to come back to image 2 and see how it's going. Oh, it's looking good already. Oh gosh. That just contrasts so well against the background. So I think I'm just going to add little stars, gold and white, and then we'll glue this onto this. Gold paint being more oily instead of water-based. I'm going to have to use just a small brush to be able to add the gold stars. Some of the comments that I put are covered up, so I'm going to try and add a few more. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching my video. Wow, what a transition just by simply adding some paint and cutting out different images creates such an interesting piece. And it's simple and affordable just to reuse and incorporate those materials into your spaces. Basically, you got like two pictures or decor items in one, which is always a bonus, as well as creating a little bit of unique and personalized style touch to those images. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give that thumbs up button a press, and I will be looking forward to any comments that you have down below, and to make sure that you don't miss out any other videos coming up either on Tuesday or on Fridays. Make sure to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Bye guys!